With Wavey by his side, a loyal king. Through emerald hills and valleys wide, in nature's arms they both confide, living free with the sky as their roof.
We just crossed into South Carolina. Let's go take a look at this place. Welcome to Daufuskie. I think that's an island. There's this little bar restaurant here. It's closed today, Monday and Tuesday. Looks like a really fun place to hang out. I bet it is. Right down here by the water. Kind of reminds me of Carabel, Florida. You're probably going to have a hard time reading this because of the sun. Daufuskie Island. Oh, continue from other side. Okay, Daufuskie Island. This 5,200-acre island lies between the Cooper and New Rivers. Spanish and English explorers saw it in 1521 and 1663. English arrivals received grants circa 1700. Indigo was the main crop before the American Revolution, when most planters here were loyalists. Sea Island cotton was the main crop after 1790. In 1861, when Union forces captured the Sea Islands, planters abandoned Daufuskie Island. And the other side. Freedmen during and immediately after the Civil War, and then their descendants made up almost all of the population here until near the end of the 20th century. Many owned small farms or worked in the oyster industry. The island, listed in the National Registry of Historic Places in 1982, is also part of the Gula Geechee Cultural Heritage Corridor. This is designated by Congress in 2006. Well, since they gave us such a great spot to park, we're going to go do some exploring. I don't know if it's just a coincidence or what, but we just got inside the South Carolina border, and it's like, it just feels like a different world. I'm not sure why. I don't think it's in my head. The environment's a little different, a little bit more high ground. You know, it's not that low marshiness so much. And I don't know. It's got a different vibe. It might be in my head, though. I don't know. There's this nice lady back there painting a sign for the bar restaurant, and she's not from here. She's like, where'd you come from? I'm doing the Great Loop. She's like, I don't think she knew what the Great Loop was, but she's like, oh, you're gonna love this place. It feels like a little idyllic island, like a little hippie island or something. These places you find once in a while that just, you know, they don't get discovered by everybody. I'm sure it's been discovered, but you know what I mean. It kind of feels like the off season too. That let's go walk around. Let's check it out. We might even anchor across the way here tonight, and then come back here tomorrow and launch the scooter, because it doesn't look like they're enforcing much on that dock. It doesn't look like there's a lot of pressure. Maybe I could just go ride the scooter around today. We're pretty close to Hilton Head, and that I have heard of. So, anyways, enough yapping. Let's go look around. I'm loving the signage they have on this island. Freeport Marina, Melrose Landing, Community Farm and Artisan Village, Daufuskie Historical Museum. We got to see that. Daufuskie Island Fire and Rescue, County Dock, school, church. Usually it's no public restrooms. This one has a sign out at the road. Public restrooms this way. Yeah, this feels like a perfect scooter island. This is why I brought the scooter right here. Okay guys, so I spent this afternoon changing the oil in the scooter, pumping up the tires or topping them off. I got to spray a bunch of WD-40 all over moving parts, since it's in the salt air and the salt water, salt spray sometimes. But yeah, it should come back to life, and we've anchored out right across from the ICW, right across from, oh, I've already forgot how to pronounce the name of the island. I'll put it on the screen here. We're gonna go over there tomorrow. We're gonna explore it really good. It looks like a really cool place. Good morning, guys. So we're making breakfast before we head back over to the island. And this was passing by us this morning. You don't see a lot of these out here on the line. We haven't so far, I guess is what I should say. We are on Daufuskie Island. I think that's how you pronounce it. And I got the scooter to come back to life. I'll turn the phone around and explain to you just briefly what I had to do. So many people have pointed out that when the scooter rides up on front like this, especially in salt water, it's getting splashed upon and, you know, rusting. And it is. I don't know if you can see this, but there's rust forming. It's all pretty superficial. And, you know, I paid $500 for this thing. It's pretty much just a one-way mule type of scooter that I bought specifically for this adventure. And if I can just keep it running and kind of serve its purpose for that, I'll be happy. Though Honda Elites are very tough bikes, and it probably will continue to run even after this trip. But what did happen, and this has happened twice to me now, is the ignition gets salt water in it, you know, just from splashing over the front of the boat over time, and I can't turn the key, so I have to use WD-40 and just kind of over the course of a day or two squirt it in there. And I even had to take this off and come back through the back and spray some in. So but it came back to life. I had to clean the plug and do a couple other things, but now it's back to life. One more thing I'll mention is my mirrors. A bird, when we were coming through the Okeechobee Canal, a big giant bird came down and landed on the mirror, this one, and it broke it. I looked out just as it was flying away and the mirror fell off and went in the water. And then I tried to transfer this one over to here, but it's broken. So I'm going to have to, you know, I have all the stuff to fix this, but I don't have everything with me at the moment. So since we're just on an island, I'm not going to worry too much about it. And I'm not even going to wear my helmet today. We're going to cruise around slowly. Show you this brat. She just does this. She just lays there watching like, come on, when are we going to go do something? Or we're going to go do something right now. Want to get in the box? Stay tuned, guys. Ready? There we go. We're going to go find a nice place to swim.
A brand new day with the whispering trees to light the way. No need for riches, no need for fame. For Brenton and Wavey, it's all the same.
I think this is called Melrose Estate, and let's go check it out. There was a sign back there that said it's open. I don't know what that means, but it's one of these antebellum style estates, I think. This is for people who have too much money. There's such a thing. It's like the horse stable area, I think. Yeah, look at this. You can do a little tour. I bet you got to spend big money to do this formally. We got to take together and be your little scooter. The life of a shanty boat captain. This says Avenue of the Oaks. Let's go see what that is. No gas vehicles. It said only electric. You know what? I'm going to pretend like I didn't see that sign. Electric golf carts only. Okay, now this becomes private right here, so. Okay, alright. Oh, this must be the Avenue of the Oaks. Let's go check out the beach, guys. Got real sand. Not mud, sand. I think this is the marina, if I'm not mistaken. There's all sorts of signs saying you can't park. But I just stuck the scooter right there under a tree, and let's go check this out real quick. I don't know. This might be a private dock or private marina or something. I can't tell. We're going to keep looking around. I think there's more interesting things to see.
Barefoot trails where the heather grows, under moonlit skies where the river flows. No chains of silver, no ties of old, just the song of the lark and the stories untold. Living free with the sky as their roof. No need for gold, no need for proof, just a man and his house, so wild and brave, in the heart of the earth where...
I think that place back there was one of those slow food places. It's like a farm, and you make reservations and you show up and you just have a really high quality meal over the course of like several hours. I've read about them. I've never been to one, but that's kind of how that felt. It was like a farm to table type place. Pretty cool, but it wasn't open at the moment. So we will continue to aimlessly wander for no good reason, which is a series on my channel. If you're new, check it out. Aimlessly wandering for no good reason. I can't be any more plain than that. And our wanderings brought us to this. Daufuskie Island Historical Foundation History and Museum. I don't know if they're open. Let's find out. Well, I see an open sign. I'll read this to you real quick. Merrifield School. Following emancipation, education was a priority for African American families on Daufuskie adults and children attended school at First Union African Baptist Church in 1872 to 1934. Church families purchased land in 1930 and by 1933 had raised funds to build a school. Workers from the island built the school. The two-room Merrifield School opened in 1934 with grades 1 through 6. Continued on the other side, Merrifield became a Beaufort County school in 1950s. Miss Frances Jones taught on the island 1930 to 1969 and educated several generations of Daufuskie families. Author Pat Conroy was briefly a teacher here in 1969 and 70, and his novel The Water is Wide was based on his experience. In 2009, the former school building was renovated to be used as a church function and as a community center. Oh my goodness. Kidding me? I had to read this in college. It was like the book of the year. It was pretty good, I gotta admit. Here's proof that women just want a nice guy. Well, guys, looks like they're not open. Maybe we're a little late today. Well, the boat's still here, which is good. Always nice to see. We're gonna make some lunch, and then we might go back out for a little more. I'll tell you about something that someone told us about here, but I gotta get some food first.
Oh hi, my name's Wavey Gravy, star of the channel. When you become a big star like me, people send you stuff. And this time someone sent us a little flex tail. I'll show you what it is. See, I don't like taking baths, but I get fleas a lot. So what you do is you put it in the water and it kind of sucks up the water and you can use it like a little sprayer. And if Brenton took more showers and baths, he'd probably use it too. But instead he's just been using it on me and giving me baths and little flea baths and stuff. And I don't have to be dunked in the water all the time, because I'm a princess and I like to be treated good. And then he just dries me off. And so if you are interested in something like this, there's a link below and there's a 15% discount code in the description. Thanks!
Well, it's starting to get busy. It's Tuesday. Looks like the tourists are showing up. Oh, I saw a cemetery sign. Memory of Rebecca Chilsom. Okay, guys, so the lady in the museum told us about a secret, kind of locals only way to go see the lighthouse. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna take you with me. Right over there is Hilton Head, and we're gonna walk up this way. Okay, the woman at the museum said that if it's high tide, which it is, that I might have to do a little bushwhacking or boondocking or wading through the water, which, oh, look at that. She even mentioned those. She said if you see a couple of Adirondack chairs, you know you're going the right direction. I think that's what those are. So I'm looking at this, guys. It is definitely high tide. You can see it's even coming in here into this little estuary. This is where all the really high-end homes are at. Look at some of these. And the lighthouse is probably out on that point right there. And I think we're going to be going right by that with the boat when we leave, continuing north. So I think I'm just going to abort this mission. Here, let me turn the phone around. I think the better way to go see this lighthouse is to do it by boat. Even if we can come up close to it, or maybe we can find a place to beach it or something. I think we would have wanted to come in here in low tide. So, I don't know. Be smarter, right? Don't work harder, be smarter. I've never been very good at that. Good morning, guys and gals. So we are leaving Daufuskie, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Daufuskie Island, South Carolina. That was such a lucky stop. We didn't know anything about it. We just saw the dock and we just, went from there, hung out for a couple days. You'll see the footage probably in this video. And now we left this morning and we're just going around it. We're kind of going between Hilton Head and Daufuskie. And let me turn the phone around, I'll show you. So this is the top of Daufuskie right over here. That's Hilton Head, I believe. It's an overcast day. Very nice. Great day for travel. Hardly any wind. The winds that are back, which is wonderful. I'm kind of on the lookout for the lighthouse, which we couldn't get to by land. And it should be, if we're gonna see it, it's gonna be around this corner right here. Okay, guys, I spotted the lighthouse. It's not gonna be the best view of it, but let's see if I can show you. Do you see it right there? They really should make that accessible to people who want to see it. All these historic lighthouses are absolute national treasures. I'll find out a little bit more about it too, guys, and link it below. Beautiful. I should have bought a better camera and I could zoom in a little better. These landing crafts, these welded aluminum landing crafts are awesome boats. That's 150 grand right there. And they get up and go. Another casualty. Guys, I've been waiting for an opportunity to show you, kind of prove to you. I always say we save money. Well, that marina right there, the sign said that unleaded is $5.19 a gallon. Just checking in with you guys. We're coming into Beaufort, I think is how you pronounce it. Beaufort, South Carolina. And we've had a lovely travel day. Winds that are back. We're doing about 5.5 miles an hour at, I'd say 2,000 RPMs, just cruising along. I see a water tower over there. I can't quite read it yet. But yeah, up and around the corner, Beaufort, South Carolina. We'll see what we find up there.
Mountains echo their joyful cry as they chase the sun across the sky. In fields of green and oceans blue, their spirits soar, forever true, living free with the sky as their roof. No need for gold, no need for proof, just a man and his hound so wild and brave, in the heart of the earth where the rivers wave. So here's to the life with no strings to bind, to the beauty of nature and the freedom they find. Brenton and Wavey, forever they roam.